Welcome back to my creative chronic life, and today we are back with an unboxing from Parkhill Paper Co. Parkhill Paper Co designs, produces planners and calendars from their studio in Scotland. I placed an order with Parkhill Paper Co. Because I've been trying to get organised. If you follow me over on Instagram, you know that I've started this kind of series where I organize one drawer, one kind of section of a place in my home, and try to declutter and organize. I needed something that would help me stay organized and also kind of clear my mind as well, because it's not just about cleaning my home and organizing, decluttering, it's also about peace of mind too. So knowing my appointments are going to be, or if I've got anything else planned, and kind of forward thinking rather than just waiting for the last day or the last week, and then I feel kind of like panicked. So I found this shop on Etsy, and then I have realized they have a website, so I actually purchased directly from them on the website. With the calendars, you have an option of choosing free weekly menus or a couple of sheets of daily planning, and that's what I decided to go ahead and choose here. The lighting got really bright today for some reason. The sun decided to shine right at this moment, so you can't quite see them, but I will put a picture in at the end. So all it is just like a daily schedule, Monday to Friday. You've got time blocks and things on there, and I think it's perfect to be able to use throughout this organization series. This was a lovely freebie to receive with my order, so thank you. Okay, so let's get stuck into the order now. This actually came in like these flat rigid mailers, which was perfect. Sometimes things like this come rolled up and I don't like it because it takes ages to flatten back out again. It's also wrapped beautifully in this white tissue paper, which of course I would always reuse. And then you start off with this first initial page, which it says 2025 to 2026 calendar sheets, and these are the A3 size. My desk actually isn't large enough to be able to show you full, so I've showed you on the side. I decided to go for this beautiful green olive colour, and the feel of this paper is absolutely gorgeous. It's like soft velvet, really hard to explain, but the actual quality of the paper is 200 GSM, which is fantastic. So here now you can see it says September, which is nice and big, and then you've got your kind of monthly sections, which are quite large. They're about 2 centimeters, I think, 2 inches in space. And then you also have this bottom section here, which is completely clear. So if you wanted to, you could add like little dots or stickers and then make yourself a little key. If you've got more than one person in your household and you want to give them different colors, you could do that. So for example, I'm going to be tracking mine and my husband's hospital appointments, medications, bills, things like that. So I will be making a key which I can just either stick on the side, or where it says September, I might just pop it up there. But either way, I think they're absolutely beautiful. I haven't decided if I wanted to pop them, just like pin them on a pin board, but I am thinking about purchasing some frames. If I do that, I will be more than happy to add it at the end and share, but I've not quite decided yet, because finding an A3 frame isn't as hard as it used to be. But as you can see here now, the colour looks a little bit different on camera. In person it's like a sage green colour, and this is me now just trying to show you how large they actually are, which I think is fantastic. And again, like I mentioned previously, this is just to help me feel organised whilst I clean my home, declutter, be minimal as much as I can, which also involves my brain too. So this calendar starts from September of 2025 and it finishes August 2026. You do have the option of starting a different month if you needed to, and you can also get like a yearly calendar, so it's got all the months of the year. I didn't want to do that, as I thought it would probably be best to maybe start that in January, so it gives me like a full calendar year. But I think for the time being, these are going to be perfect. Now I thought I would just share a little bit about the calendar in itself. So some of the descriptions is that each month is printed on a separate A3 sheet, and it is 200 GSM smooth paper, which is practical. And also the calendars are always shipped in a flat rigid mailer by Royal Mail, tracked 48 shipping, and you also can have shipping upgrades too. If you haven't heard of Parkhill Paper Co before, they have their own website and also sell on Etsy. They sell calendar sheets, wall planners, calendars, planners and diaries. They've also got their own blog as well, which is brilliant. So what I'll do now is I'll just share a little bit about what my particular order was and how much it cost. Okay, so this is the one that I chose. It's the A3 calendar sheets, classic green monthly planner, 2025 to 2026, individual pages, and mine starts from September and finishes August of next year. The total cost was 14 Great British pounds. And then of course for myself, I actually had like a discount code. So I think when you first sign up you get a discount code of some sort, so that was nice. So in total, the total cost of the calendar wall sheets were £15.05. I received a £2.10 discount and shipping was £3.15, which I thought was fantastic. It took about a week to arrive because of bank holiday weekend. As you can see, there's lots and lots of different variations. So if you like pink, you could pick the pink sheet. If you liked orange, there's lots of bright colors, lots of muted minimal colors, so many different variations. And like I mentioned, you can get the academic year calendar too, that starts from September. So if you are in college, university, a teacher, school, or you've got children, that might be something that's good for you too. So many variations, and honestly I thought the service was exceptional, easy, accessible, quick to deliver, and it came completely flat, which was lovely. And I think that was my favorite part, was the fact that it was just completely flat. Now that the sun has gone down a little, you can actually see these kind of scheduled daily sheets, which I know I'll be making use of. I think it's brilliant. So this is a little bit later on, it's now the evening time, and I did decide to go ahead and purchase some frames. These frames I picked up from Dunelm. These are beautiful olive kind of green colour, which I think match beautifully with these wall calendars. These are again in the A3 size, and they currently are 2 for £16, which is brilliant. I decided to just lay them at the side of my pin board. I am thinking about mounting them, but also I want them to be accessible, so when I need to write on them I can just bring them down. The frames are actually like wood, but then the internal parts, it's not glass, it's acrylic. So I'm thinking about getting some dry eraser markers for days where I just want to add something quickly, or maybe I can just add like a little post-it note and then write it in after. So this is my current desk setup. I love the fact that it's minimal. So usually I just have my nameplate, which is from zari.prints, and then my little pen holder again, which is from zari.prints, and then my mini calendar is from Stick with Kate, and that's usually how I like my desk. And my pin board is something that I usually just keep plain, and I thought it was missing something, but now having these calendars make it perfect. It just looks so lovely. I love the fact that it's sleek as well and so chic. So in reality I've done September on October, which means that if I need to plan ahead I can. I've got enough space to be able to write notes down at the bottom, and what I've done is I've stored the extra sheets behind, so when it comes to changing them out it's going to be really easy, so I don't have to store these elsewhere. And the fact that I've got 2 months on the desk mean that I can forward plan more, which hopefully will mean by the end of the year, like I'm already planning to be organised, that also my mind will be finally settled and organised. So maybe I can start the new year with having a clear, free mind space, and this is what I really love about these calendars. I hope you've enjoyed this little unboxing haul and kind of desk update setup. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment box below. I will of course tag the shop Parkhill Paper Co. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do, and you can also follow me on all of my social media accounts at My Creative Chronic Life. Well, that's all we've got time for today. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.